Hey Kathy, how are you? I'm just getting on. I'm sorry, a couple minutes late today. I was trying to get all of the fusing done. There's a lot to get done to get this one ready. So I am running just a tad late, not quite finished. Okay. I am going to go over all of the pieces first, and then I'm going to go over the parts that you're supposed to put together. Okay, so let me go back to the pieces so I know I have them all. Okay, so the first one that you need to have is your top trim. Okay. Let's see. I'll hold it here. Does that work? Your top trim. Okay. It is going to be 14 and a half. I can't give you those measurements. Sorry. It is your top trim, and this is the top trim lining, although it's made out of an exterior fabric. Okay. Because it's going to be part of the top part of the bag, and you want it to be sturdy. Okay. Then we've got the bottom trim, and there's only one of those. There's two of the top trim linings, and there's one of the bottom trim linings. Then I have the side panel, okay? And there's two of these. You should have two of these. And they kind of look like big U's. And these should be interfaced with Decoville Heavy, or not stabilized, not interfaced, with Decoville Heavy. Okay. The bottom trim should have Decoville Light, I believe. Hold on, let me look at it. There's one piece I put two pieces of Decoville Light on, and yes, sorry, this is it. You're supposed to have Decoville Heavy on this piece, but I put two pieces of Decoville Light because I cut it out of the wrong one, and I didn't want to waste it. The top trim lining is supposed to have Decoville Heavy on the back, and it is Decoville Light on the back, and it is supposed to be up. It is not supposed to be centered. Okay. Then you have your side details. Okay. And you should have two of these. Okay. And they should also be stabilized with Decoville Light. Okay. And I highly recommend following the pattern precisely. I am feeling better. Thank you. Yeah, it was, I'm dealing with migraines, and I'm still having trouble getting them to not happen every day, but at least I'm controlling them. So when they do come, I get to them early enough, so it doesn't bother me too bad. Then you need, I'm putting away the lining for a minute. You need your bottom panels, and you should have two of these cut out. Okay, and on the back of these, you're going to put two pieces of Decoville Heavy, and then you're going to cover it with woven interfacing. Okay, so you should have two of those. All right, now the zipper plackets, or the zipper panels. These are the ones I didn't get done. I will I've got an iron right here, so I'll finish them in just a minute. You should have two of these, one for each side of your zipper. And you are going to also stabilize them with Decoville Light. I'll put that down here so I know I get it done. Okay, let's see. You should also have your top trim, and you should have two of these. And you should have They should also be stabilized with Decoville Heavy, and this is another one that I've still got to get to. Okay, and then you have your skinny vertical strapping, and none of your strapping pieces are stabilized. They are just going to be sewn like a strap. Okay, so that's what these are, and you should have 6 of these out of exterior. You should have 4 exterior vertical trim. I'm sorry, internal vertical trim, and they are supposed to be stabilized with Decoville light also. Then you have 2 skinny horizontal strapping. And I highly recommend you keep the labels on because otherwise you're going to go crazy. Then you should have your handle, and you need, if you decide to go with just a handle, that's great. I did that on the first bed just because I didn't have enough of the vinyl left to do a strap, but this time I'm doing both. So I have my handle, and I also have my, where is it? My strap. Okay, and I have one of those. And then you should have 4 of the wide vertical strappings. So they look like that. There should be 4 of those. And 2 of the wide horizontal strappings. Okay, so overall, it's not a ton of, oh wait a minute, this is just the outside. I haven't gotten to the inside. There are a lot of pieces to cut out, but once we start using them, they'll get used up pretty quick. Okay, and then for the lining, you want 4 of the main lining panels. Should be 2 sets. They should be mirrored. So it's going to look like that. They should be mirrored. You want 2 sets of them. Okay. And then you want your double wall lining, and there should be 2 of these. And the reason we're doing 2 of all of these is because the front and the back of the tote are going to be exactly the same. You are going to have a zipper pocket with a slip pocket together on each side. So it's really cool the way it comes together. So then you've got 2 of those. I haven't trimmed them yet. I have to trim them still. We'll get to that later on after we're done today. I'm going to try and get as much done on the exterior today as I can, and then I will move to the lining later on in the week, depending on how caught up I am in getting ready for my market or my craft fair on Saturday. You need 2 of the zipper pocket linings, and they should also be interfaced because we're using cotton. All of your cotton should be interfaced with woven. And then we need 2 of the zipper pocket backing. And yeah, I used 2 different colors, 2 different kinds of cotton. Couldn't find one that I liked, that I had enough of. And I like the way these 2 to go together. The plain purple one is one that I dyed myself at Sew Expo in Washington last year. And I thought this would be a pretty bag to use it on. And then you need 2 of the zipper pocket fronts. Okay, so I have 2 of those. All right. So that said, I am going to turn on my iron and finish stabilizing these few things. I'm going to switch you to a different camera, and I'm going to move the camera around. Oh, I got to plug it in too. It looks like it's not doing well. I'll flip you over there. I'm going to move you around. Hopefully I don't make you sick when I do that. Okay, and let me go get let me go plug that in real quick. I'll be right back. Don't want that one right now. Plug. Where are you? Right there. And here we go. Okay. So I am going to put these on where they're supposed to go. Give me 1 second because I got to look at one of them. One of them is in a strange place. Top trim lining. Is that this one? No, that's the other one. That's this one. Top trim lining. Okay. So the top trim lining is in, we have to lay it an inch up. And then we're going to put it, it's not going to be centered. So I'm going to draw my line so I know where I want it, and then I'm going to put the trim on top of that line. Oh, honey, would you turn off the press? I thought I had, but I did not. The heat press. I thought I had turned it off, but I guess I did not. Oh, that is not a good. Thank you. Trim lining, right? Yep. These two. I do something else. Give me a second, guys. I'm looking at something. That's right. Okay, it's kind of a weird thing to do, but I am going to put this on there where it says to put it. That doesn't make any sense. No, that can't be right. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to press this on, and then it can sit for a few minutes while we work on the putting together the packs. Now, she does something unique that I've never seen done before. She gives you packs, which is the pieces that you're going to work with all at the same time so that you can group them together and have them ready to go. And then that way you are not hunting for things each time you move to a different step. It's already laid out. So it's pretty cool. Oops. And I really have enjoyed doing her patterns because of this. It makes it a lot different when you are all organized and you're not having to hunt for different pieces as you go through. Okay, so those should be good. That's my top trim. Oh, that's That's it. I'll make it work. Okay, and then this one is just, I believe, centered. This is the zipper panels. Hold on, let me find them. Yes, these are just centered. Okay. Okay. And this should be Decoville Light. Yep. It would have been a lot easier if I could have done, if I'd gotten this finished on my heat press, but that's okay. I got it almost all done. Just these last 3 pieces didn't quite get done. Hopefully I will get them steady enough that I don't have to worry about them while we're working. As I said when I was posting about this one, I love this pattern, but it does take a lot of time to prep. But if you prep it like you're supposed to, it really isn't easy. So, I mean, there's a few things that are, you have to really read and make sure you understand. But overall, it's not a difficult sew. And it looks like it would be, but it's not. I really love this pattern. Okay. And that's the zipper panels. And then I've got one more, which is the internal vertical trim, which I've just got to find out where that goes. 7/8. Where's my pen? My clip. And you really, again, want to keep these labels together because it makes a big, big difference. Okay, so now I'm going to, okay, hold on, I got one more to do, and there's 4 pieces. So I'm going to draw a line where she tells me to draw the line, and then I'm going to lay my piece under the line. Okay. And then we can put our packs together. And she does such a great job of keeping all of the stabilizer out of the seams. So this really is domestic friendly. It's a drop-in lining. So that might be the only time where if you might want to have, depending on your materials, you might need a machine that is a little stronger, but I can show you how to work through that. So if you just have a standard domestic and not a semi-industrial, you can still make this bag. Hi Renee, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'll be done with the fusing in just a minute, and then we can get going with the sewing. Her patterns are great, aren't they, Kathy? I absolutely love them. Once I did the East-West bag that we did in class the other day, I was really hooked with her patterns because those packs, it makes such a difference when you can just pull out a pack and get started and not have to mess around looking for things, you know, because she's already telling you what goes where. So I really like that. Oh, no, you're finally feeling better, Renee. I'm so glad. I know I've been waking up with a headache every day, but I'm at least starting to control them. Tomorrow I should be able to get my migraine medicine, so hopefully life will be good after that. I finally got notification that the insurance approved it. So. And the last one. Oops, turn it right side. Sticky side down so I don't gum up my iron. That wouldn't be good. All right, that should work. Okay, I'm going to flip you over to the other camera, and I'm going to show you the camera with my table now. So if you can't see anything, let me know. Okay, so here's where we are. I'm going to move these because I don't need that anymore. I'm good. I'm going to move these off to the side. And now the packs. And she gives you labels that you can put them together with. I have them set off to the side someplace else, so I'm just going to put them together in packs just on my own. Hold on, where are my packs? Oh, she wants you to sew the straps first. That's right. Because I was confused. I'm like, why am I doing this? Okay, so we are taking, I forgot about that. Before we set our packs together, we are going to make our straps and all of our weaving pieces. So you will need your horizontal strap, your wide vertical strap, your strap for the bag, your handle, your skinny horizontal, your skinny vertical, and I think that's it. Yes, and those are the ones we're going to put together first. And then, after we're done with that, then we'll make our packs. All right, so now I need to find my bobbin thread and change my thread real quick. I was making last night cell phone things, the straps that you can hang your cell phones on, and so I have gray on, and I don't usually work with gray, but I thought using the same color would look really nice, so gray it was. Let's see if I have. Yep, I do. A whole bobbin. I probably will have to make another one, but for right now, this will work. Okay, so now when we're making our strappings, you're going to do the same thing that you always do. You're going to draw your lines straight down the middle, use your double back tape, and you are going to fold them down. Now, the only ones that you're not going to do this with are your handle and your actual strap. Those are going to be made just like a regular strap. The other ones are going to be done where we're only folding them into the middle, and then we're going to be going, I don't need that. Why am I doing it? And then we're going to be making them into a strap that has the line down the back, because you're not going to see that line when we're done. It's going to be covered by by the lining. Oh, George. My dog is outside complaining. My husband will let him in a minute, I'm sure. Okay, I do need to check my tension. I've been having a little bit of problems with my tension lately on my machine. So I gotta play with it just to make sure it's good before I start sewing. Should be okay. I was sewing with vinyl last night and faux leather last night, so that should be fine. But I'll check. Alright. I'm sorry I didn't get this done ahead of time. I'm trying to get something out in the mail, and I had to go get boxes, and I have to make a box. So it's been kind of crazy. Later. That's in. Just changed my needles, so I'm good on that. Should be anyway. Okay, there we go. Oops. Bread, and then we can get going. All right. Now I'm going to I'll start with the skinny vertical strapping. Again, you are going to do the same thing that you normally do. Just to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. Double-sided tape, blah, blah, blah. Because there's one that's a little bit different. So it's the internal vertical trim that's different. But I want to make sure that I get everything else correct. Yep. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to draw my line down the middle. Oops, that's what that was. Where is my pen? There we go. So we have some fabulous expo news. I'm not going to announce it yet, but very, very soon. I've got some not so great expo news too that I will announce. Due to some things going on right now, it doesn't look as though Tara is going to be able to make it from Canada. They're having issues with considering declaring the United States not a friendly country to travel to. So because of that, it doesn't look like she's going to make it unless something changes between now and then. But that's where we're at right now on that one. But the other one is absolutely exciting, and I will hopefully be able to, we should be announcing it maybe next week. I want to announce it, not just me. It's going to be done with a live, but the person involved is going to be on that live also. So, and then after you've drawn your line, you're going to fold them into the middle, just like, and you double back tape, fold them into the middle. And if you're using a strong enough double back tape and your machine can handle it, which mine can, then you don't have to use clips. If you're having to use a different type of double back tape that's maybe not so strong, and because your machine isn't good with sticky stuff, then go ahead and use clips to hold everything down, okay? And again, you want them to touch. But if they don't, it's not a huge big deal because it's not going to show. So it's going to be covered by the lining when we get to that point. Okay. And once you've done this for all 4 of them, and I'm going to do one, and then I'll do the others after I show you what I'm doing, so that if you're sewing with me, you can get started. I'm going to have my machine at a top stitch, and I'm going to sew 1/8 of an inch from each side. Okay, and I have my machine set at a top stitch, and you can go ahead and back stitch on these. That's on this part. On your strappings and stuff, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and back stitch. My pieces came up. That's not good. Try to be more careful. I must have gotten too close. Let me get some pins on. Yeah, the one side just came right up for some reason. Maybe because I got the other side too a little over the line, so it didn't get so much space to stick. I don't know. But one side of mine came, and which it's not going to matter. As long as you have the right size when you're done, it doesn't matter. I think, yeah, I agree, Kathy. It's going to be difficult. So anybody coming from outside of California, unless they're driving, might have I don't know. I hope not, but we'll see. As we get closer, we'll know more. But at least I know several. I know we're going to have, at least at this point, Nova's coming back. Chris is coming back. Who else is planning on coming back? Barrett, I think, is going to come back. Then this other person that you're going to find out about in about a week is coming. And possibly a couple more of our teachers. I'm waiting to hear back from them. So I have another one that's trying to fit it into her schedule. And a couple of others I'm still waiting to hear back from. So now, when you do these, I don't know if you all have the same issue, but when I sew my straps, if I don't sew going the same direction on both sides, they get wonky. So because of the way this is, you do not want wonky straps. So take it out and start sewing again. Now you can do stitching where you stitch all of your pieces together. I just don't have all my straps ready yet. So when I get the other ones done, I will do that chain stitching. But I'm not ready for that yet. So I will get that in just a minute. I'm going to show you guys the general gist. And then I'll put mine together. And then I'll finish putting mine together. Yeah, it is exciting. The person I had tried to get this teacher last year, and she wasn't able to make it due to prior commitments. And so I'm very excited that she's able to come this year. I goofed that one up. Hopefully I can make it not be visible. Otherwise, I'll probably take it out and do it over again. If I've got enough of this fabric. Because I see when I put my, yeah, my machine is, I goofed up in a couple of places. This one is really wonky, and this one is really wonky. I'm probably going to do this one over again if I can find the fabric. If I have enough of that left over. So I'm going to do the same thing with the last 3 pieces, because we should be, 3 more of these. Oh, wait a minute. This is something different. Yep. That's that one. Yep, this is something different. Okay, hold on. Okay. So there's 5 more of these because there should have been 6. So again, I'm going to follow my line. And my line doesn't have to be perfect. Because I'm going to lay the tape down the middle is why she said to draw a line. So is everybody going to be doing Thanksgiving at home? Or are you guys going out? We are probably doing it, not sure, we're possibly going to my husband's family. That hasn't been definitely decided yet. And I just got home from Oregon, drove up there because my son needed me to help with my granddaughter. And I fought through my migraines to get up there. I think I got the wrong tape. Hyper stick basting tape. Yeah, I did. I wanted the leather tape. I grabbed the wrong one, didn't I? There it is. That's the one. I'm going to have to order some more because I think I ordered the hyper stick basting tape from Wawak. And I don't think that's what I wanted. I wanted the leather tape because it sticks really, really well. And so I got to check and see if they still carry it. And if they do, I got to order some more of that. Renee, what color are you doing yours? And what kind of vinyl did you use? Are you using a pattern or playing color with the pattern? Or? And Kathy, are you doing one with us today? Or are you just watching and then doing your own later? Oh, dogs. They're going to make me crazy today. My puppy is outside barking at the cat, probably. But I don't dare let him in because he's been in a very playful mood and he wants to play ball, and I can't do that while I sew. Yes, Jerry, I hear you. So I'm going to try this again. I may, you know what I found out? Not all vinyl will do it, but if you have a piece of vinyl and you don't like your stitching in it, you can take it out and iron it. And if it's ironable, I don't know, it's not all vinyl is. And sometimes your holes will go away. Not all the time. Sometimes they will. I was able to get it done on a couple pieces where I didn't have to recut. This one I'm going to try back again later. Oh, Jerry. They're outside pitching a fit because I'm not letting them in. Charcoal, maroon, turquoise, very nice. Can't wait to see all your colors. So I think what I'm going to do is more of vinyl. Very nice. I think what I'm going to do is probably finish this one up on my own after this, because I don't want to do like 8 hours worth of video, and then I'm going to work on another one, starting at the step after we're done with this. So if we finish the exterior, then I'll start on the lining one on Sunday. The lining of the one on Sunday, just depending on where I'm at. I want to get this one done because I want to be able to take it with me to my craft fair on Saturday. So I'm hoping to have, I'd like to have 2 of these. I've got the blue one, but I'm hoping to have 2, this one and the blue one, ready for Saturday. And you know what kills me? I'm trying to figure out how much to charge for something like this. And my son said anywhere from 100 to 150, which I think is fair, considering the amount of work that goes into these. But his ex-girlfriend, I guess, said $40. This week's fair is in Roseville. It's the Small Business Saturday event in Roseville. So I'll have to, I'm not sure. I'm going to post it on the, in the group today so that everybody knows. If you guys want to come visit me, you're welcome to, or if you want to just check it out. That it's supposed to be really cool. So I'm looking forward to that one. You think 150, Renee? I mean, it is a lot of work. I always undervalue what I do, and that's what my son keeps telling me. The thing I like about this one, it is so unique. Exactly. It is absolutely so unique. I have not seen anything like this out there. And that's what makes this one really special. I'm going to make myself one after Christmas just to carry with me, because I really, really like this particular bag. It is now, right now, it's my favorite pattern, even though there's so much work that goes in. And the funny thing is the work that goes into this one is mostly prep, because it comes together fairly quickly considering. Well, I should have chain stitched that and I forgot. Oh well, I'll go back to do that in a minute with the next four. Yes, George, I hear you. I should just let him into the other room so that I don't have to listen to him complaining. It's not like it's 20 degrees outside. It's comfortable outside today. It's a little chilly, but no. They've got fur coats. They're fine for right now. Alright, now I'm going to put the rest of them together so I can chain stitch them. So I've got one done. I'm going to try unstitching that other one rather than wasting new material or new vinyl. and see if I can iron the holes out. So let me do that real quick. This is a real bad spot right here. And it goes all the way to here. And all the way to here. That's the one bad spot on that side. And then this side goes from here to, let's go all the way. Go. My husband's coming out of the print room, so maybe he'll take care of him. You can let them in, but if they're going to bark, they should stay out in the living room. Did you hear me? Yeah, I mean, I don't care if they come in. I just don't want them in here complaining and trying to play ball. All right, so let me see. Before I take anything else out, I'm going to see if this is going to work. I'm going to switch you back over to the other camera. There you go. Let's see, I'll move you in right there. That'll work. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with right now. You can see the little holes, and I know the light back here isn't great, so I apologize. Let's see if I can make it a little bit better. There we go. You can see the little holes right there. I'm going to try and get this heated up, and while I wait, I'm going to put together another one so that I can start stitching them as soon as I'm done. Let's get that out of there for now. All right, so let's see, it is at 2:30. I'll give it to almost 300, and then I will give it a try and see what happens. Okay. Because I thought it was interesting. I thought, you know what, I wonder. And it did work on the one piece that I did, the couple pieces I did that night it worked on. Then I tried it on a different one later, on a different piece of vinyl later, and it did not work. So I think it just depends on the vinyl. Okay. Yeah, we're close. Okay, so now what I did was I just took my iron and put it. Yeah, this one's not going to work. I probably could have done it with a piece of Teflon over it, and it would probably been okay. But I will have to replace this one. Okay. But that's what happens when you're not sure. You try different things. Okay, I'm back over here. I will get another one in just a few minutes. I think I have enough of this to make one more of these small ones. I hope. I might actually have something that would work over there because I cut an extra piece of a different one. So I might have cut an extra piece of the same vinyl. Now he thinks he's heard somebody outside the door. Could be the mailman. So this one, it's just, and I consider this part of the prep too, is getting all these straps done. Because you can't actually start to sew your bag until the straps are put together. So it's really, once you get this prep done, it's not a hard bag to put together. It's actually a very fun bag to put together. And this part is so easy. I mean, we all know how to make straps. So it's not like it's troublesome, you know? It's not like it's something that you really have to think about. You can just make your straps and make your pieces. And then once you're done with that, it's just a matter of running them, you know? And I think I'd like to get, I may end up doing 3 of these. I may end up doing part of this today, part of it on Sunday, and part of it like early next week so that you can see, because I've got another show next weekend, and that one is at the Scottish Rites. So that's the Shriners Fair. So they are raising money for the kids and trying to help them with transportation. So everything that they bring in the way of profit goes to that, and I think that's pretty cool. I just pay them what I paid them for my booth, and then that's all considered profit to them, and it goes into their fund for transportation, and I think that's an amazing thing. I mean, the Shriners are fabulous. They use so much for kids with cancer, it's amazing. Jerry just flopped against the door because he's not getting what he wants. He wants to play ball. All right, that's 2. Sure, no problem. You have your packs together already? Okay. Yeah, check back later. I might still be on. I'm not sure. It just depends. I'm going to be sitting here sewing this one up, so I might decide to stay on for a while. I don't know. I might get off and just sew. But definitely I will start up with the sewing on the other bag by Sunday. So, because I want to be able to get video the whole thing being put together. There'll be different bags, different fabric. The next one's going to be green. And then I have a red one that I'm still debating on. It's kind of red with a pattern white, red, blue, yellow fabric. It's pretty vinyl. It's pretty cool. But I'm just not sure. Red is not my favorite color. So I'm trying to think outside the box and think that maybe other people would like it. So not everybody likes purple and blue, so I get that. I would have liked to have done pink, but I couldn't find a pink one, and I wasn't sure that pink would go well right now. I might do something with black, because I have a really cool black snake skin that I got from Chris. So, and then I also thought about if I have time, making one for from leather for myself. And I've got some really pretty leather that I can use. So that might be the one I do for myself later. because I've got a blue and a like a teal blue and a really nice black and a really neat brown that would go awesome together. So okay, one more. They can come in if they're quiet. Go lay down, both of you. Nope, go lay down. Mommy is on the computer. You cannot be in here if you're gonna make noise. Good boy, Jack. Lay down. Good job, Jack. I know who else said they're coming. Katie is definitely, and also Gabby from Wonderground is considering teaching too. So we've got some good teachers coming up, and then the other one that I'm going to announce next week is going to be amazing. I just can't wait to tell you guys who I got here. It is so exciting. Okay, now they're all ready. Now I can chain stitch these and be done with this one. Almost done, because I have to cut a new one. All right. Let's put this one here. Nope, not playing right now, Bubba.
Lay down, Jerry. Be good.
Mommy's not playing right now. Sorry, baby. Go lay down. We'll play after I'm done. Mommy will play after she's all done today. Not right now, buddy. He doesn't like to take no for an answer very well. Typical child. Absolutely a typical child. wavy for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it's such a narrow one. I don't know. I don't remember having that problem with the blue. Wavy here too. Maybe it's the color thread I'm using. Well, we'll see. This one I knew was going to go in there. I didn't move my pen. I'm going to clip fast enough. Hopefully some of these will show me. One more, and then I'm going to go and grab that other piece that I've already cut and see if I can make it work. So who all is on right now? Trying to figure out. All I see is Kathy and Renee so far, but I see there's 4 people on, so I was trying to figure out who it was. Alright, so that's those. Now I'm going to go to do the other side. And I am going to go back and do it going in the same direction on the other side. So, because I truly believe that makes a difference. And I'm not even cutting them apart right now. I'll cut them apart at the end. Oh, God, my lines are terrible today. I feel like my feed dogs might be pushing too hard or something. I'm not sure. Because my lines are just horrible today on this. I'll try to see if it's with, when I get a bigger piece, if that makes a difference. Do that over. Nope, the other way. There we go. Oh, this one's much better. So this is the one that takes the longest because there's 6 of them. The strap, I'm going to do that one next, and the handle next, and then I'll do the other ones real quick. There's not that many once you get started with them. And I believe almost all of these pieces go in one pack. I don't remember for certain. I'll have to go back and check the packs in just a few minutes. But again, this is all your prep work. If you've done all this, I'll probably come back. Oh, let's see, today's Tuesday, maybe Thursday to do another one, but I'll post it and see where I'm at. It might not be till Sunday, but we'll see. But if I still need to work on this one at that point, I might come back on Thursday and do the packs. Okay, the chain stitching definitely makes it go by faster. That is for certain. I'm just going to cut them apart. Here's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. There's five. And then I think I have another piece over there. Give me a minute. I'm going to go see if I can check for this other piece. I'm not sure it's the right fabric. It is not. Okay, so we need a piece of that. Ooh, right there. Aha. Okay, I did not have the one that I needed, but I can cut it real quick. I did find the binder. So, and I love this binder. It is from Bodio. And working with her, trying to get her to come this year. So, haven't heard back yet. But we are I'm actively working on it. So, just draw the other line now, so I don't have to draw it again. Alright, now I can do this last one, and then this one will be done. Alright, take one here. Anybody going to brave the stores for Black Friday sales? I'm not. I've decided that whatever I get will most likely be for the kids. And I'll probably just order anything online. It's going to be one of those years, I'm afraid. But that's okay. I was watching the podcast. What is it called? The Social Hour? Maybe? I have to look. And I'm really enjoying it. today they were talking about, well, this is an old episode. I was watching episode 3 or 4, and they've done 32, I think, or 33. But the last one I was listening to was about stress and working on crafting of any kind, and how it really does help. It helps your stress overload, and it helps you relax. And I've known that for a long time. When I sit down and sew, I feel much more like myself. And I don't feel, I'm not, I need to sometimes just sit down and sew to relax and to let vent and things like that. It just really helps me feel better. Emotionally, not necessarily, when I'm not feeling well, sewing is not necessarily the right thing. When I'm not feeling well physically, it's not necessarily a good thing, but definitely emotionally it helps me. It helps relieve my stress and my anxiety and all sorts of any issues that I might have on a regular, emotional issues that I might have going on. But I'm really enjoying them. It's Audra and brain. Sorry. I'll go back and figure it out. But I've been watching them on YouTube. And Kathy? No, that's not right. Hold on, I'll go figure it out. Christine. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me finish this strip here and I'll go figure it out. I should know. I've started listening to them on the way home from Oregon because music was putting me to sleep, and I thought it might help, and it did. It helped wake me up, and that was kind of nice. See if I can fix that camera a little bit. I don't think that's great. Because it picks up from there. Hold on. Nope, that's even worse. That's what I wanted. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so let me get that information real quick, and then I will. Get back to something. Let's see here. The social hour, I was right. And it's Bethany and Audra. That's what it was. I was right, it was the social hour. Social spelled SEWCIAL. Good podcast. They play off of each other real well. So it's kind of fun. Alright, so that's this one. The stitching isn't fabulous, but it will work. Trying to see, because I'm going to put these here because there's so many of them. I can't put that thing back on. All right, so the next one is the skinny horizontal strapping. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to find my ruler. I'm going to draw a line down the middle. Which, of course, I mean, you don't really have to do that if you don't want to. They just want you to put your tape down the middle so you can sew them. So, theoretically, if you can judge the middle enough, you don't really have to put your line down the middle. It just helps if you aren't sure. Because like I know approximately where the middle is, but it does help get them a little bit more even when you are folding them up. So. And like this one, I didn't put a line on, but I'm pretty close. Close enough that it should be fine. Because you're not, again, you're not going to see the back of it. It's going to be totally covered. And it's funny, this particular one is the same type of pattern, except it's in silver, as the purple one I just did. But this one stretches, and the other one did not. So it's kind of weird. I mean, you would think if it was the same vinyl, just a different color, it should be made from the same type of material, but I don't think it is. I think this vinyl is made with different, it's got slightly different properties. It stretches much more than the other one did. But it also sticks better to this double back tape than that other stuff did. Oops. Oh. Right. Anybody see any good series, new series that I can start binge watching? I'm not a fan of the Housewives, so that one would work for me. I think there's a dense fog advisory in Citrus Heights. Not sure where, but. Alright, here we go. Try again. Let's see how the purple looks on this silver. Hopefully it'll be okay. Do not want to change. Oh, looks really pretty. I do not want to change thread just to sew these together. Okay, back to the top, and do the other side. These are sewing much straighter than those little tiny ones. So it might have just been the size of them that I was struggling with. Okay, those two are done. Those apart, put the labels back with them, and then I can set these aside. I've got to take them here. Now my handle. Same thing. Now your handle, I believe, is a 4-piece. Is it a 4-inch? You're going to fold it and then fold it again. Yes. So you are cutting this, you're folding it and folding it again. Okay, just like you do, because you don't want to see that seam down the middle. Okay. A different ruler. Oh, where is my good ruler? Oh, I know it's at. Hold on. Be right back. I took it to Oregon. Alright, so now I have to draw my center line, and on this one I will, because it needs to be more precise, because you want to be able to get a nice fold. Now, when you're actually doing this, and you're gonna put your tape down the middle, I would recommend putting tape on either side of this line, and I believe that's what she says in the pattern too, because you don't want it to be. You don't want them to meet perfectly. You want to have a little tiny gap in between so they fold better. So when you fold it in half, it'll fold easier. So I'm going to put tape on either side of that line. And it's going to be about 1/16 of an inch away from that line. That's the way I prefer to do it. Everybody is a little bit different on this. You do you. But when I do my straps, this is what I like to do. I do often just use strapping, but this is a great way to do it too. And another on the other side. Enough. And when you lay this down, be very, very careful. You want to have that little bit of a gap again. So do one. You can do both sides at the same time if you like. I've tried it that way. It doesn't really matter. Either way will work. And I'm not sure one way is faster than the other. But I like to leave about a 32nd of an inch. Just a real small gap. I'm almost touching the line, but not quite. And I'm not going to stitch it yet. I'm going to actually fold it in half in a second, and then once it's ready to, and it looks like a handle, then and only then will I stitch it. Hold on. If I leave that on the floor, my senior dog will eat it. My puppy, not so much. He prefers other things. Thankfully, he eats mostly what he's supposed to eat. But the senior dog, he does eat toilet paper or tissues too, but usually just tears them up and leaves them on the floor. The senior dog, on the other hand, will eat them all away. George. He chews them up and gets... Renee, one time when she was here, she had a tissue. We were getting ready for the expo, and she had tissues in her pocket that she was using to get glue off or something. And luckily they hadn't been used. George grabbed them right out of her pocket and started eating them. That's my senior dog. He's crazy. And I'm going to show you the gap so that you can see it in just a second. And it should be pretty even. Okay, so now if you look close, you can see there's a small gap right in the middle here, all the way down, okay? That makes it easier to fold. And then you can fold it and put your clips on. Love these new clips that I got. These metal ones, okay? These are great because they also have plastic or like silicone in between so they don't dent your vinyl. And they're much stronger than the plastic Wonder Clips. So I got myself a bunch of them and I really, really like them. I wish they came in colors. I mean, they do. They come in the tones of rose gold and silver and stuff like that, but they don't come in like pink and blue and stuff like that. But I guess that's okay. I'm just a color person. I like a lot of color. Oops. Let's see, what time is it? 1:30. I think I'm going to hang out till about 2:30. Get as much as I can done. Sign off. I'll write down where I'm at so I know that I have the other one ready to go to that point before I come back. And the next one will be green. We might just start at making our packs on the next one. Figuring you guys can put all together all of your straps and your piecings and get all that ready, and then we can make our packs and sew. That might be what I do. All right, so this one's ready to go. I am going to go ahead and stitch it up, and I like to stitch with the open end first. Now I'm going to do something, and I think she says to do it. I'm not for certain. Let me check. Hold on, stop it. No, she says 2 lines. I am going to be a daredevil if my first line looks good. I am going to be a very big daredevil and do 4. I think it'll look really cool. But we'll see. That's what I would like to do. But my first line has to be exceptional in order to be able to do that. And this is the small one. I haven't gotten to, this is the handle, not the actual strap, I believe, anyway. Yeah, this is the handle. My actual strap is going to be the dark purple, kind of denim looking vinyl. Somebody just joined us. Don't quite know who it was, but somebody did just join us. We are working on the handle right now, and I'm going to see how my stitching looks, and I might do 4 lines instead of just 2. We'll see. Depends on how my stitching looks when I'm done. Right now, I'm happy with it, but we'll see. And I do my stitching on things like this really slow because I want it, especially if I'm going to sell it or give it as a gift. If it's just for me, I'm not as particular. But if it's for selling or for giving as a gift, then I want to make sure that it looks as nice as I possibly can make it. Okay, that's one side, and that one turned out really nice. Let's go on to the other side, and then from there I'll make a determination as to whether or not I'm going to do 4 or just give it 2. She says 2 in the pattern, but again, that's a artistic decision, I think. Or for me it is, at least. That looks good. I'm gonna go for it. It scares me, but I am gonna go for it. Must not have gotten. Oh, there we go. One of my threads got caught underneath, but I was able to get it out. Okay. So there's that. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stitch 1/8 of an inch from each of the ones that I just did. So I'll start with the one on the right. And I'm going to use that line to guide me all the way down. Now you know why I said it had to be good. I have a narrow foot on my machine, so a narrow walking foot on this machine, and so if I use it, it gives me 1/8 of an inch. I just have to be real careful. So far, so good. Landman. What's that? Oh, the series? What's it about, Kathy? I've never heard of that one. Yay. That one looks good. Now let's hope the other one goes just as well. I'm very happy with that. One more. And again, I'm going to use that line to guide me. That previous stitch line to guide me. If you guys, as you watch this, can be if you're liking watching the videos, please press like. It helps me with the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you would, that'd be great. That would be fabulous. I like it. Turned out really nice. I'm very happy with that. Okay, so you can see the 4 lines of stitching. So they turned out really good. So I'm very happy with that. Alright, so the next one is the strap, I believe. Let me put the marking on this so I know what it is. That was the angle. And the next one, yep, should be the strap. Yep, I believe that's what it is. Yep. And again, this is the same thing. We're going to do a center line, and we're going to put our double back tape on either side of the line, leaving a small gap in the middle. A little bit of double back tape on either side of the line, about a 1/16 inch away from that line. And this is the purple that kind of looks like a denim fabric, but it's just a vinyl that I found at Bodio, and I really like her stuff because She's got good vinyl, and it's not as expensive. So if I'm making something to sell, it helps with my profit margin. Because I knew her vinyl is good too, it's not, it's not really, it's not cheap looking, it's just inexpensive, which is a totally different thing. She keeps the price down for us, which I greatly appreciate. I'm not sure where her supplier is, but it's nice that she's able to do that for us. All right. Other side of the line, same thing, about a 16th inch away from the line. And again, that doesn't have to be precise, it's just approximate. You just want to leave a gap so that you can not quite fold to the line, but have that gap when makes it a better edge when you fold it over. Jerry's snoring. My puppy snores and burps. It's kind of hilarious. He doesn't burp while he's snoring, but he doesn't do other things. He just burps when he's done eating or whatever. It's very funny. And if you guys would be willing to, and I would greatly appreciate if you would, share this with your friends. I'm trying to build a sewing community here local. Because, I mean, there's lots of great channels out there, but it's nice to know that those people that are close have the opportunity to come to the expo, and even people that aren't close can definitely come to the expo. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying if you're close enough, you can come join us when we do our lunches and things like that, and we can have a sewing community where we start to know each other and we start to become friends. I mean, sewing can be a very lonely trade or a very lonely hobby. And if we know people that we can talk to about it, or people that we have met, it makes it a lot more fun. So that's my goal with this: is to create a sewing community. And so the website is currently being worked on. I hope to have some more information to the web designer here soon, so that he can. Or they can get more information on there for us, and then you'll be able to see more about the expo coming up. But right now, it's just the bare bones. We're working on trying to get some of the wording. I haven't gotten it to him, so it's my fault, not his. So, got to get that to them so that they can get it going. Not at all on them. It's on me. Matter of fact, I might work on that tonight. I told them I would when I got back from Oregon. Okay, and I'm almost done pushing this one down, and then I'm going to fold it and clip it and do the same thing that I did with the strap. Not sure if I'm going to do 4 lines or not. It's just going to depend on how the first 2 go. But if they go well, I probably will. I just like that look. It's so pretty. And so it's a lot more, it's a lot different. I think it brings something to the bag if you take the chance and do that extra work. It makes it a little bit more, it stands out a little bit more in my opinion. I'm getting there. Trying to get this done so that we can get all the packs done today, and then we can start from the packs on our next video. Okay, so this one's put down. Now I'll fold it in half on that opening and pin it. Somebody else joined us. I'm working on the strap right now, guys. If you're just joining us, have you cut out the pattern yet? Are you looking to see how challenging it is? It's not difficult, really. It's just a matter of there's a lot of prep work. There's a whole lot of prep work on this pattern. But the outcome is so amazing, it's so worth it. And I will definitely let you know next week if they sold and if they did, what I was able to sell them for. Because I really think these will go fast. I think they're such an amazing pattern because it's so different and unique. And that is one of the things that is definitely in right now is uniqueness as well as like not just a plain bag, but something that stands out with texture and things like that. And this has got that texture to it because of the weaving. So I think this is going to be a great bag for people that are looking for something that is trending. Although it's not necessarily trending specifically, I think what it does meet is the specificities of what is trending. If that makes sense. Trying to see who's on. Oh, just Renee and Kathy, it looks like. There was somebody else on though. When Jerry snores, it sounds like a foghorn. It's kind of funny. Jerry's my puppy. And he sounds like a foghorn when he snores. It's actually rather humorous. Okay, here we go. Let's get this stitched up. We'll get 2 sides and then I'll decide if I'm going to do 4 lines or not. And I think on this particular bag, if you're prepping your bobbins, I would prep 3. Because of all of the strap stitching, there's a lot. I'm trying to remember if I used 2 or 3 on the other one. I might have only used 2, but I have I've got the industrial, so I have larger bobbins. So I would prep 3 if you're on a domestic. That's one side and it looks pretty good. Happy with that. Let's go down the other side. And then I'll decide if I'm going to do 4. So I think I'm going to do 2 right now and move on. I might go back because this looks pretty good too. I might go back and add the other 2 lines of stitching in a little while after I'm off camera. But I'm going to do 2 and move on to the other pieces so that we can get our packs ready. because I'd like to still wrap up by 2:30 if possible for today, and then we will come back. I believe it's Sunday. I'll have to go back and look. Okay. To go over the next steps. So I'll stop with just two lines of stitching on this right now. And this is our strap. But where's my strap label? Don't know. But I know that's our strap. Okay, so the next one is the wide vertical strapping. And you should have 4 of these. And I'm going to prep them so that they are, so I can chain stitch. Same thing I did before. I'm going to find the seam, find the center, draw a quick line, and then put my tape right down on that line, because it doesn't matter. I don't need a gap on this one. I want it to just be, I want it to be closed. And remember, you're not going to see the backing because it's going to be covered by the lining. And you're not going to see the back of your lining. You are going to see the fabric. She does it in a very unique way so that what you see through the holes is a piece of your cotton fabric, not the back of your cotton fabric. And we're almost, I'll get these folded real quick. I don't think I'm going to have to do any clips. I didn't have to do clips before I turned that other one. And this is the same, yeah, this is the same as I used for the strap. So far right now, it's the only one that I've had trouble with is the silver one. So... Poor Jerry, he's very tired. Very, very tired. Alright. These turn in. There's one. And I'm doing all of them because I want to chain stitch. It'll go faster if I do. And I waste less thread. can stitch them up. And then I have just 2 more to do. One more set. And they won't take long at all. There we go. And these do not have any stabilizer in them. You don't need it. None of your strap pieces or your pieces for your weaving have stabilizer in them. Next piece. Oops, that one's upside down. Put it in the right. Next one. And the last one. That's one side, and now the last side of this one. It was just those thin ones. I was having such a hard time getting those to lay straight. Almost. And we can move on to the next ones. And then we can get our packs done and we'll call it a day. But when you come back, it's going to be a green one I'm looking at. There may be a red one if I finish the green one. All right, so these are done. Cut them apart, put the label back on them, and we'll do the last set. Oh my goodness, all I have is little tiny ones. I'm going to use that. And the last one is the wide horizontal strapping. My lines. Put my tape down the middle and fold it. Alright, we're getting there. I think I can get this done and we can get our packs done before 2:30. Those of you that are on, and if you are not, if you want to leave it in the chat afterwards, wondering what classes or what bags you might want to see classes on at the expo. Right now, I have Nova, and she's going to do an Ora Rosa bag. I know that. Not sure which one yet. I think I know, but I don't want to announce it until we have it confirmed. But I'm pretty sure I know which one she's going to do, and you'll really like it. It's not this one. I talked to her about it, but I think this one, and I agree with her, she thinks this one would take way too long. So, and it's mostly, again, just the prep. It's not the putting together. It's just the prep that takes forever. But what kind do you want to see? I don't know. What kind of bags would you like to see? Something different than we had last year, obviously. We may have some of the same. We're not going to probably have tennis shoes because I don't think Tara's going to make it. Unless something completely changes in our political environment. But right now, I don't think she's going to be here, unfortunately. Hopefully the year after. But we'll see. I know she really enjoyed herself. It's just the traveling restrictions from one country to another. And who else that I haven't mentioned that wasn't with us last year, would you like to see as an instructor? There is a surprise coming up, hopefully next week. She's been confirmed, but I want to be on a live with her and announce it together. So, but we do have her confirmed. There's one. But who would you like to see as an instructor? And what types of bags would you like to see, or what bag pattern would you like to see done? Keeping in mind that there will be classes that are short, like 2-hour, mostly lecture type classes going over different things. And then also longer classes up to 8 hours to do a bag. So, I did take that to heart when everybody wants more time to work on their bags. So, I am going to give you the opportunity to have longer classes if that's what you choose. But there will be shorter classes available also. 2, 4, 6, and 8-hour classes. I still have to play with the schedule a lot, so, but hopefully January we should have a class list, and I'm expecting to put tickets sales up in March, I'm guessing. And we are going to do it a little bit different, at least for some classes. I will be taking the money that you will be paying for your kits at the same time, and then you pay for your class, and then I will forward that money directly to your instructor so that they can get your kit, because there was a lot of confusion last year, and we do not want to have that. Okay, last tip. Here we go. We don't want to have that again this year. So there's just a lot of confusing people having to have a hard time getting their kits and stuff because they didn't know where to go to get it. So I don't want to have that problem. I think you guys work too hard and you want to have a relaxing experience from the very beginning. So. It is 2:20. It might be just a tad over 3 or 2:30. Because I want to organize our packs. Last one for this side. Okay, so that's that side. We'll do the other side, and then we can organize our packs. Uh-oh. I think my bobbin just is about to die. Yep, I'm about to run out of bobbin. Hold on, guys. Either that or I missed my string. Let me see here. We might have enough to finish it. Must have just got caught. Okay, we'll go back. Because I should have enough to finish this one particular area. Yeah. Oh yeah, I just got caught in the back. I didn't get my string. Let's see if I can redo this real quick. Give me a sec. I do not want that nest in the back. There we go. Should be done with that. Okay. Try again. Give me a sec. Gotta pull it in both. I must have just not gotten a hold of it. It was nesting. Okay, there we go, yeah. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Okay, all done. Now let's make our packs. And then we can call it a day, and I will see you later this week or Sunday. I think it's Sunday, but I'll post so that we all know. Okay. It'll be for the next one, the next one that I'm working on. All right, so let's see. We have 6 of the skinny vertical, 2 of the skinny horizontal, 2 of the wide horizontal, 4 of the wide vertical, then we have our handle, and we have our strap. Those are the ones we should have done that are sewn. All right. So we've done all that. Now we're going to make our packs. Okay. Pack 1. You need your handle and your swivel clasps, all of your hardware to make your handle, your strap slider adjuster, and your handle, your strap, and then all of your stuff to make your handle and all of the hardware. So the strap ends, the strap slider adjuster, and medium rivet sets. So you need all that. That's pack 1. So this is my pack 1, and I'm not going to get the hardware out right now. I'll get that out later because it's right behind me, so it's easier for me. But this is pack 1, and I've got to get my labels. I'll find those in a few minutes. Pack 2 is all of my weaving stuff. I need my internal vertical trim, my skinny, which is, hold on, the internal vertical trim is these pieces. There's 2 of them, 3 of them? No, there should be 4 of them. Yeah, there's 4 of them. And they are going to be used to attach it to the side. And I think I actually have to sew these up. Let me go back and look, and I'll show you what we're going to do. I'm not going to do it. You are going to, hold on a second. Oh, stuffing pieces. That's my handle. Yes, these are going to be folded in half, and you can definitely tape them, but you're going to fold them in half, and you're going to top stitch, not on the open end, on the side that's folded. You're going to top stitch on the fold only. So all 4 of those need to be top stitched on the fold only, and you can use tape if you choose to. It's up to you. And they are designed to have that piece of real skinny stabilizer in the middle, so it makes them a little bit easier to handle. Okay, so that's one thing I've still got to do, but I'll do that in a minute after we're off camera. Okay, so pack 2 is those, and my skinny vertical strapping, my wide only, excuse me, let me go back and say, I need 2 of the internal vertical trims. Okay. And 2 of the wide vertical strapping. And what I do is, when I did it, I found it was easier to keep my labels with the first pack. And then when I went to the next pack, because you're doing 2 sides, You're doing two sides of your purse and then you're going to connect it. So this side is going to have half of each of these, and the other, and pack 3 is going to have the other half. Okay, so you can actually just make the other pack while you're doing it, because you need the exact same things. You're going to do one of the wide horizontal strapping, and I keep my tags with the first pack. And then I need one of the skinny horizontal strappings, and that'll go there, and that'll go there. And then when I am done with that pack, then what I will do is move the label to the matching piece in pack 3, if that makes sense. It did to me, so when I did it, it made sense to me. So, because you can see while you're doing it what they are. And then you need 3 of the skinny vertical strapping in pack 2, and the rest of them go into pack 3. Okay, does that make sense? All right. And then you also need 1 top trim. Your bottom panel, 1 bottom panel in pack 2. Okay. Your top trim, if I can find it here. Yep. Did I put my... Oh, here it is. Oh, no, that's my strap. I do not know. Oh, there it is. I can see it now. Hold on a second. I dropped my bottom panel. Okay. Yep. Okay. These go over here into pack 3. And I haven't found the top trim yet. Oh, yes, I did. So that's... This is not the right one. This is the top trim lining. I need the top trim. Hold on. Wrong one. That must be this one. Yes, that's that one. Okay. Okay. And so that's pack 3 and 4. Pack 2 and 3. Okay. Pack 4 is both of your side panels. Okay, both of my side panels, both of my side detail, your wide horizontal strapping. Oh, I thought I had that in the past one. Hold on. Nope. The wide horizontal strapping, which was the last one we just sewed up, I believe. Hold on. That's the wide vertical, so it must be. What's this one? Why am I not finding? It must be this one. Hold on. Yep. Okay, so that one, I need both of them. Yes, both of my wide horizontal strappings go here. That's the long ones. Hold on. Yes, it's the long ones. Why can't I find it? Oh, there it is. I had it bent. Okay. Okay. So those both go here. And pack 3, pack 4. And then it's your hardware, your D-rings, your logo if you want one, or a tag if you want one, and your medium ribbons. Okay. And so this here, top trim, this is pack 4. No, this is pack 3, sorry. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to go back and check here. Pack 2 and 3 are exactly the same, right? Yes. 5 panels detail. Yes, it's just these. That's right. I was right. So it's, this goes here. This goes here and that goes there. It's just these 3 pieces. Pack 4 is just these 3. The wide horizontal strapping, the side detail, and the side panel. And then you're going to need your hardware to go with this. Pack 5 is your zipper panels. This is pack 5. Pack 6 is your lining stuff, all of your lining stuff. Or not all of it. 6 and 7 are broken up. 6 is, they're exactly the same, I believe. Hold on. Yes. Packs 6 and 7 are exactly the same. You're going to take half of your lining for one side and half of your lining for the other side. So that's pack 6 and 7. And those are your sets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then your linings are 6 and 7. And so all you do for your linings is just take half of everything to make a separate set. And I do the exact same thing. I take and leave the labels on one. And make a pack without labels. And then once I'm done with the label off of one pack, I move it to the other pack. I move the label to the other pack. So that way, because I just find the exact same piece. When I take that label off the first one, I move it to the second one. That way I'm not having to cut out 2 of anything, you know. I'm all for saving a tree. Okay, so, and I will take pictures of these packs for you guys, and put them on in the group so that you can see, so that you guys know what they are. I do want to, before I do that, get rid of the measurements off of her labels because I'm not supposed to be showing them. I need to make sure you buy the pattern, which is there. Absolutely. Okay. All right, and then just look for you'll need a zipper that works. You'll need zippers, you'll need your zipper pulls, your D-rings and things like that. So in the pattern, it tells you exactly what you need. All right, friends, we're 10 minutes later than I wanted to be, but that's okay. Not too bad. I will get this a little bit more organized for you with the labels and take a picture of everything so you see how they need to be, and I will put them in the group. So keep an eye out, and I will also put a note as to when we are doing the second part. I believe it's Sunday. And I think, hold on a second, I think we have... Friday, I'm going to do a sewing gadget time live, and it's going to be talking about anything I knew that I found. Hasn't been a lot, but there are a few things that I'm really enjoying using. So, and then Saturday I'm gone all day, and then hold on a second. Sunday we are going to do we are going to meet after, probably I think it's at noon is when I scheduled it, to do the next part of the sew along. If that's not the right date, I will put it in there. I have to go look at my calendar. And then I believe it's next Friday we're doing a pajama night. So again, post to your friends, let them know what we're doing, and bring them along. I would love to have as many people participate as possible, and let them know what we're doing and let them know when it is, and I'll put a calendar in the group so that you guys all know. And if you like this video, please give us a like. And please share it with your friends, because that's the only way we're going to get built up and be able to make our community strong. So I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. Let me flip back over so I can say goodbye. And I hope you enjoyed. I know there was a lot of straight lines today. It won't be the same thing next week, or when we finish up. It'll be a lot more intricate work. So get ready for it and enjoy. I hope you have a great time. Talk to you soon. Bye. Oh my God. Okay, so now I need to do this. And I'm going to do it right. Okay, so pack one is this. Oh no. Oh, I see what it's called. There we go. Okay, so this is pack one. I have my handle on. I know I do. Go lay down, Georgie. Go lay down, Georgie. Mommy's busy doing something. Oh, no, it's my strap on. I have my handle on. I don't have my strap on, right? No, George, go lay down. Not time yet, Georgie. 10 more minutes. Go lay down. What do you have? Georgie, drop it. Drop it. You're going to get sick. Come here. You're going to get sick. Come here. I'll give you a treat, but you can't have that. No, you can't. Georgie, drop it. Drop it. You're going to get sick. This should be with metal. Because that gets sticky. Much. I'm tired. Oh, I eat there. Oof. Internal vertical trim. Oh, I gotta finish these. Ugh. Where's the beast? Hold it down.